get the feeling that is, I don't know. But we are now. There are now cameras rolling. Things is going on. What's going on, people? It is I, your boy Soulfist, with a random stream out of nowhere. Not quite a soul cast, but you could consider it an episode of the soul cast. Who knows? Who cares?
Bro,
just
this is gonna be the most open your soul's ever been, bro. Like,
yeah, no. So this ain't quite the soul cast, because on the soul cast, I probably won't be talking about any of the things we're going to talk about today. Which I probably should start. I don't know. Who knows? Here's the rundown, guys. Dude, I work from home right now. I work part-time just to earn some extra cash, and I'm at work and I'm just scrolling to YouTube on my phone, and I see Vallen streaming Pokemon. I was like, man, that's Vallen. It was literally such a spur of the moment thought. I just popped in. I left a comment. I was like, hey, Vallen, man, I love you, man. I'm glad to see you doing good. Take it. I don't want to say I didn't think much of it, but that's kind of just how it just happened. And then Vallen's reaction live on stream was just crazy. He was like, oh my God, Soul, you're alive. Well, he didn't say that. Well, Vallen, I guess from here, I'll talk to you.
Essentially, it's just like seeing a friend that you ain't seen in a year. You know, you go about your lives, things happen. My boy went to be a whole military man. My dude came out. He got a whole new life, whole new perspective, whole new everything. And we ain't really had a time to chop it up since then. We had like a few little things way like a year ago that didn't really like pan out into long term. I mean, but at the time it was real fun. You know what I mean? But like, yeah,
rap beef era, I think it was.
Right. Someplace I had no place being in that stream. I was like, I like Childish Gambino.
Oh man.
But then, it was just like seeing an old friend, man. That's all. Like you just going about your life, going through the store, picking out your fucking candies or something, and all of a sudden, oh shit, that's my
motherfucker,
homie.
That's you,
right? Like I remember this.
And here's one thing I would say, because I almost grew up in front of everybody watching this who will watch this when it's up. Because I've been on YouTube since I was like 19. Like it's just something I realized as young men becoming adult men and becoming like grown ups, as they would say when we was littler. It's like you realize there are a lot of dudes you meet that are cool dudes, and you might hit a period of your life when you don't necessarily get a chance to speak to them. But there was no malice involved in that. And the very next time you see that person, it's like you just pick up, like you were here and now you're still there. It just keeps going. And that is such a great feeling to know that person still loves you, man.
You know what that's called? Friendship. Pure, unadulterated friendship.
Okay. No, tell me about it.
That's what it is. Friendship isn't a matter of time. It's not a matter of distance. It's a matter of connection. All right. So just because you ain't seen somebody in fucking 5 years doesn't mean the second you see them, you don't feel those happy feelings, those good thoughts, immediately to remember when we were in that one. I'll use us as an example. Oh man, I remember when we was in streams with Dustin, just talking shit, going crazy. Yeah. I called everybody myopic, and you were like, no, you're gonna tell me what the fuck you mean by that. Like, I remember that. Like that shit's still in my heart. And I was like, okay, baby, you asked for it, you got it. You know what I mean? Like that was the whole vibe. Checks and challenges.
Oh, I'm such a debater.
Dude, it's fun. Whatever. Checks and challenges. That's what it's about, baby. People are gonna check you, and people are gonna challenge you all throughout your life. If you can't handle that in a friendly way, you're not gonna make many friends.
You know what? And speaking of friendship, I feel like that's something that I wouldn't say I've ever struggled to create friendships, but I was never gifted with a lot of them simply because I can't help but be Soulfist. You know what I mean? It's like I just can't. And you would either be okay with that, or you was like, oh no, this guy, I don't know. And that goes past friendship. That kind of goes into today's topic of the stream. That goes into forming other kinds of relationships, romantic relationships, you know. And when you're the type of, I'm not trying to be all woe with me, but when you're the type of guy I am, and you just can't help that this is your person, like I'm gonna say what I'll be wrong, but I'm still gonna say it. Kind of, it's hard to find someone. So when you do, you just love them, you cherish them, you create this life with them, And then suddenly one day, well, not suddenly, because this was something that was planned. This was something that we wanted to do. This is something that cost me over $20,000, and Vallen will talk about it. You reproduce with this person, or you're in you're in the process of, you're 7 months into the process of whatever. You know what I mean? It's just, but you do this with this person, and you're creating this life. It's like, well, this is my person. I'm going here with this, and now I'm approaching. I'm on the cups. I'm like right there, so close to fatherhood. And what Val and I are going to talk about today, since he's like, out of all the people I know, really the only expert in fatherhood, to be honest.
Stop it. I mean, you're absolutely correct, but stop.
We're kind of gonna have like a real talk today about growing up, going from 19-year-old who gives a fucks to a 25-year-old. Okay, I got a plan. To 30-year-olds. Okay, here's the real plan. To to wherever we go in life, just from boyhood to manhood. Just we're gonna have a talk about that. And that's gonna involve kids. That's gonna involve family. That's gonna involve settling down. That's gonna involve being a dumbass when you were younger. That's gonna Vallen's better with words than I am. Vallen, you want to try to kind of get us started, I guess.
First, I think the only way to start this off is with a congratulations, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Honestly, like having a kid is the most terrifyingly exciting thing that I feel like a man can do if they actually care about the fucking process. You dig? Like it's different just making the baby and then waiting for it. But if you're an actual part of the mother's life, like helping that shit, like doing the classes, going to the doctor's things, like actively being a part of that child's life, it's an entirely different experience than fucking somebody, even if you're married. And then just waiting for the
no, and don't get it wrong, guys. This is not. This is not just like some. Oh, hey, this chick just happens to be pregnant, and I'm the dumbass who did it. No. Me and my wife tried to have children. We wanted to have children. We've been going through IVF.
Oh,
honestly, yeah. So I've put an actual investment. I put a good chunk of change into making this dream come true for me and my wife. So
that shit ain't cheap.
You tell him, bro.
But now I'm like, God bless for that, because like that is such a big challenge, such an uphill road to go through with IVF.
Scary. And I'm sorry, not even cut you off. There's so much like misinformation about IVF as a process. There are a lot of people that think IVF is some kind of miracle fix all, cure all. Hey, you want a baby? Here it goes. No. It's a physical burden that I feel ashamed that I did not have to undergo. The amount of medications and stuff that my wife had to take, and this process, as much of a miracle as I believe it is, this process is hell on your partner. And my wife is just the strongest person I've ever seen in my life. To make it this far, to have the ups and downs of going to it, and now to have a successful pregnancy out of it, I see her. She's like super girl to me. Like, I'm just, oh man, and it really kind of it. There are so many people who will say stuff like, well, I never wanted to be a parent. And as someone who sitting here who wanted to be a parent and actually had to put some skin in the game to achieve it, to me, that's such a crazy statement to ever say. Because how could you, my child's not here yet, so I don't know, but how could you look your child in the eye and be like, no, never mind, no, I want you here. Like, I don't know. Okay, maybe there's just an insight I just don't have into that. What's your opinion on that?
How do I put this as concisely as I can? Fatherhood, or even the preparation of which, in the best of circumstances, in the most ideal of circumstances, is a trial, is a war of attrition on a woman. All right? To go through what your wife went through to achieve your goals as a family is nothing short of lifting a car off a baby over a long period of time. Nothing short of that level of just pushing yourself to do the thing that needs to be done. Like, people don't understand the burden, the pain, the long-term effects, like all this little shit that comes with having a baby on the best of circumstances. So like, and the fact the fact that she's got a partner that can see that and chooses to identify it, not ignore it, and act in the proper way to help them and like to be on that fucking journey with them, that makes all the fucking difference. I'll tell you that.
Dude, I see these videos of these chicks going through IVF by themselves. I just get sad.
I will cry. I will cry like a little bitch. Like, I'll tell you right now. Oh, that's something you're not ready for. You're going to cry a lot more after the baby. Because it unlocks things inside of you.
Okay, now we gonna get to
heart.
We gonna get to it.
Kept everything from. I'm saying it right out. There are places in your heart that you have kept everyone away from, that your child is gonna waltz the fuck into.
We gonna see.
Like, no problem. You're not even gonna realize it. And one day you're gonna watch a tissue commercial and just be like, "Oh my god, did you see that dog though?" And then you'll be like, "What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck?" Like, you're just gonna catch yourself because you know what love is now.
Everybody said, you know what? There's a lot of things. I guess as a new parent, this is so accidental and everything. Okay, so there's a lot of people. Like, here's one I hear all the time. Oh yeah. You ain't gonna get no sleep. You ain't gonna get no sleep from here on out. And I hear that and like I scoff at that because these people don't know that I'm actually an insomniac. I probably sleep 3 hours a day max.
Yeah, honestly, that helped me out with my wife so fucking much. Like I don't sleep. I've never been good at it. Like not until recently, where I've had to take like a lot of medication, smoke a shit ton of weed, and
right.
You know what I mean. And like, but for the baby, I did late night feedings and shit, late night changings.
Right. That wouldn't bother me. I'm always up
and there. And this is, you're never gonna feel a love like you felt for this. A draw to help anything in your entire life. This little ball of
is that the reason? Is that the reason?
Boned mush. Because they're not bones, ain't even real bones in them things. Right? Just half bone mush in skin that you would fight 1,000 dragons to protect. If like not even to protect, just to get a giggle. You know what I mean? It's not there's the
dude, I think about it all the time. I can't wait to meet my daughter, man. I can't wait, bro. I think about it all the time. And I believe every word you're saying. I can't wait to meet her. I'm just sitting there looking at my wife's like belly, just come on, just like just.
Do not forget to talk to that belly. I did it the whole for both pregnancies. I was like, I'm so excited. I'm gonna meet y'all one day. We're gonna play video games. Like I'm gonna tell all y'all about Luffy. I would talk to her because she was pregnant with Killian. I think. No, that was right after we got the diagnosis for Okanashine and I had to stop streaming. Yeah, so never mind.
Well, you had to stop streaming?
Well, had to is a strong term. It's not like anybody forced me, but my oldest, Okanashine, if you remember him, he's severely autistic, like nonverbal. He doesn't talk and he needed a lot of help. And I was spending a lot of time in streams because in order to get anywhere, like in that thing, you needed to jump in like 5 different streams a day and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that just wasn't an option. So I was like, if I'm going to go hard on anything, it's going to be getting my son the classes that he needs, the OT, the speech therapy, the occupational, the physical, like all the stuff. So that's what I dedicated myself to, and my wife. I don't want her to anybody think like she probably did more work than I did. I'll say that. She's amazing. Like I got a whole doctor wife. She's the real fucking deal. So, but yeah, man, like. When it's important, you make the decision. It's not even a decision you make. You just start doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And that's all there is to it. And that's just what happened. Like we got that diagnosis and it rocked my world because it changed everything. Like once somebody tells you your son may not speak sentences ever, you have to adjust. Like we got him to the point where he can script now, which is the way I try and describe it is jazz, not jazz, the one that talks through bits and pieces in the radio in Transformers.
Bumblebee.
Yeah, he a lot like Bumblebee. Like what he sees in like TV and stuff, he'll like quote or like mimic or say stuff like that. Like, right, we got him on the school bus now, so he'll be like, "Seatbelts, everyone!" like all the time, and like he sings. He can't talk real well, but he sings. He got like that Ozzy Osbourne in him.
Wow.
Like, yeah, he'll sing. What the fuck? What's that movie with the pig and the spider that Charlotte's Web?
I've seen it with like 20 years ago. Damn, that's
right. You're gonna watch a lot of old movies, Jack. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, Charlotte's Web. He'll sing and I'll tell you right now, full of pride, I broke down in tears just listening to him sing the first time I heard it.
Oh, man. See, the moments like that, stuff like that, man, I can't wait for it. Like I said, I want it to be this way. It's so funny because it kind of goes to show you the kind of world we live in. Because not long after my wife was pregnant, my cousin, she ended up getting pregnant as well. And I remember I was talking to my mom about it when my mom called and told me. She's like, "Oh, guess what? Your cousin's pregnant too." And I was like, "Oh, wow! I didn't know her and such was trying to have a baby." And he's like, "Oh no, nobody ever tries to have a baby." I was like, "No, that's not true, Mama."
I ain't calling your mama a bitch. Like, I'm just, but that's
no, yeah, no. And I was like, but I realized the type of world we live in that a lot of people really did to kind of just end up having kids. And I was like, wow, no, I never wanted to do that. I always wanted to find somebody that it's not just about getting along with. Find someone that agrees with the way, it not even agree. It's like the way we view the world doesn't have to be the same, but it needs to be similar and it needs to mesh. And we need to have the same goals. We have to have the same things in common. We both want to be married. We both want to have children. We both want to be with each other specifically. Yeah. Even though my wife is the greatest person on this planet, I love her to death, but she is also the most annoying person I know. She is
anybody you love is gonna be. That's how it works.
She's also it's not like, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about someone who's all lovey-dovey peaches. Oh, she's so annoying. But like I love her so much, and we want to do this together, and we did do this together, and we went through this ordeal together, and I didn't back down from it from a second, because I didn't care. I knew that this is what we wanted, and I knew it was gonna end up working in our favor. And now, here we are. I'm 7 months in, about something like that, like the baby almost being here. I'm just like, man. And then my first big hurdle was realizing I'm having a daughter. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I can't wait to meet my daughter. I'm gonna love her to death. But I was like, man, I really wanted to have a son. It was gonna be so easy. Just gonna, play some sports, play some video games. You know what I mean? Watch some kung fu movies. It was just gonna be so easy. Put some anime on. But now I'm like, okay, well, this is a real question for asking myself. Like, how the heck am me gonna relate to like some little girl who wants to watch like Frozen and shit? Like, I don't know how that's gonna happen.
Can I answer that? You're asking the question. I can answer it. Because everything in your heart is going to make you want to. Yeah. That's why. And for honestly, to your credit, you've never met a little girl that you've wanted to identify and get along with. That's a good thing in my book.
I think that's a normal thing. Yeah.
That's a pretty good thing. And that's fine. But like, especially after I had the kids, like I got little nieces now, I got little nephews, and it's just, I hate to say, it's just not the same. Like, right. You're like, all right, cool. You like what you like. That's cool. High five. Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm a dope uncle.
Yeah. Right. But like when you're going to sit down and you're going to be like, so this little pony is the one that saves this little pony from the angry beaver. Like you're going to know everything about whatever the fuck they're watching.
Oh my God.
Because it's going to give you something to bond with.
Hey, yo, time out. I know you're telling the truth, but that actually sounds fucking awful.
It's awful. I watched this shit with him with my old called Sprunkies. It's just nonverbal. It just makes sounds. He likes the stim to it. But
but you do it anyway.
That's it right there. But you do it anyway.
Oh, and so I'm gonna have to like watch. Huh?
Can you send me a link to the stream? I can't seem to find you for some fucking reason.
As in to join the stream or to watch the stream?
To watch it so I can send it to people's.
Oh, what the heck? Yeah.
I don't know why it's not coming up. I know
it's not on my YouTube channel because I'm streaming from YouTube.
Subscriptions. Today I'm hitting the live. Nope, there it is. I found you. Okay, my bad. Okay. It was I'm just gonna go and then share it.
But yeah, now dude, the idea of like watching like I don't even know what the hell to. I don't even know. I don't even know where to start. So I'll figure it out. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? But I am motivated to try again in some time in the future because I still want to, like I said, because it was to be easy.
It's fun to try.
Outside of that, dude, but because I was always thinking like being a dad is like, yeah, I could do what my dad did for me, show him like Transformers and Star Wars and Dragon Ball and stuff, and it's like now that I have a daughter, I was like, oh man, I was really looking forward to that part of being a parent, but there's still the other parts of being a parent. I'm just so excited for it. Unless she comes out just fucking just the biggest Batman fan or some shit,
Here's the thing. Who do you hate?
Who do I hate?
Yeah.
In
the line of like Batman. We went to Batman. So who in the DC universe do you hate?
Who do I hate? I don't know. I love superheroes and stuff.
Because I'll tell you right now, that's gonna be your daughter's favorite.
Oh,
like whatever,
like Blue Beetle or something.
Hey, you keep his name out your mouth. All right, we ain't got you any goddamn Latino heroes. All right, okay.
I just feel like Blue Beetle is the most like you're gonna take this, you're gonna like it thing I've ever seen in my life. they just shove him in everything. I'm like, oh wow, Blue Beetle's in this too. That's wow. This character just suddenly became super popular in the last 5 years.
Hey, 21/5, 420, got a point.
But if she becomes the biggest Blue Beetle fan, then I guess I'll just start loving Blue Beetle.
And that's how it's gonna work.
I'll just be happy to have a daughter that actually likes superheroes and stuff. But who knows? I don't know.
I watched One Piece with my old. He can't like speak, but he'll watch One Piece. I'm trying to get him to learn Binks's. Like he recognizes the song for Binks's brew. But
for real?
Yeah, like he
said he's
like,
2?
My oldest is not 8, 9.
Oh, okay. I don't
9.
know. I'm about to say I don't know why.
No, my youngest is 4 or 5. Now I feel like a bad parent, but also time is going to become less and less relevant. You're going to remember shit like yesterday that was actually 6 weeks ago.
The funniest thing about that is because I kind of just myself had that moment the other day. I was like, oh yeah, she is about to give birth like in 2 months. It was like, huh?
My youngest is 5.
Oh,
I had to look it up to be like, I didn't.
No, dude, I've always been bad with dates and names, stuff like that. I've never. My wife reminds me, like, hey, your birthday's next week. I was like, oh shit, it is, ain't it? Right? Yeah, I've always been bad with stuff like that, so I get exactly where you're coming from. No, but I do, I guess. Oh, what was I just saying right before that? I don't know, lost my damn train of thought, man.
That'll happen, bro.
But outside of that, man, like, I know we was talking about like having sons and having daughters. Yeah, look, if she just ends up wanting to be like a princess for Halloween or whatever, I was like, all right, fine, whatever we're doing. We're gonna make you the best damn princess ever,
No, see, it's gonna be something weird. That's how the thing you expect to happen. You're like, oh, and then when she's gonna come up, and be like, I want to be Al Gore for Halloween. Why?
Yeah, how would you?
I saw it. Well, he was on an episode of I don't know SpongeBob, I think,
or some South Park or something.
South Park, yeah. So I want to be Al Gore, and you're gonna be like, all right, cool. You invented the internet. Thank you.
I'll be fine with that. because I was
It's
thinking
always
about like
something you never see.
I was thinking about like the older once they're here, it's like the older to get, the more they're gonna want to do, the more they're gonna want to try. And I was thinking about how I'm totally down to support any and all that. Like by the time they get to high school, what is it? You want to run track? You want to try band? You want to be a theater kid? Oh God, I hate theater kids. But you know what? If you want to be a theater kid,
you were gonna have the theateriest of all the theater kids. Gonna come out singing Cats. Look at memories.
Could I do that if my daughter really wanted to get into like film and then theater and Shakespeare and all that? And then could I actually go support her on all her things? Could I sit through that shit? This is a real question I'm asking myself.
That's on you. My answer is probably. Like, I want to. I would want to, but it's like, what your class, you're doing a production of Hansel and Gretel. I really don't want to go to that. See, those are the ones I would go to. I wouldn't have a problem with that, but like, I'm not sitting through a middle school production of Othello. You could shoot me in the fucking face, just straight up Abe Lincoln the shit out of me. All right, but I'm not doing it. I'm not fucking doing it.
Yeah, I don't want to feel like an asshole, but everybody knows children's theater sucks,
right?
Like,
and you know what? I'm even more forgiving. I'm talking like they gotta suck. If it's like a Winter Bonanza where they're doing dumb songs and have an all original thing, like I'll go to that. I will go to some original shit.
Right.
Yeah, I
don't want to do Macbeth.
Certain lines you'll find, yeah. They're like, and we're doing A Midsummer Night's Dream. I'm like, I don't care if he's Puck. I'm not fucking going.
Dude, a cousin of mine.
I'll go if he was Puck.
Dude, a cousin of mine told me one time, like his daughter, like their school, I think they're like fucking 8 or 9 or something, but they're like doing Hamilton. And I was like, bro, you got to go to that, and I was just like, or something. It was something. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, bro. Have fun, man. Like,
dude, off-Broadway Hamilton is hard to sit through. I couldn't imagine like high school, middle school age Hamilton. I couldn't. Oh my god!
Right? Yeah, I think it's like middle school. So exactly like 8th graders, bro, doing Hamilton. Yeah, I was like, yeah, no, I. Well, you know what? If your child's up there on that stage,
honestly, if I had a niece in the area and they did that shit, I'd be there. I am so blindly supportive of the people that have earned my love,
right,
or just have it because they're children and don't really have a choice. You know what I mean?
Do you attribute that to fatherhood? Like that being blindly supportive? Do you attribute that to fatherhood?
No, I attribute that to strength.
Okay. Tell me about
it. It is the epitome of weakness to chop everyone around you down so that you feel taller. It is the definition of strength to try to pull everyone up so we're all equal.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I believe that. I believe that if you love someone, you want them to succeed in all things. So
yeah,
just fucking be supportive. You don't have to,
even if it's not your thing.
Yeah, I don't even have to understand. I will start wooing and woo-hooing before I even hear the context. They'll be like, oh, I did this. And I'll be like, woo, fuck yeah. Like, I stubbed my toe. I'll be like, I bet you were the best at it, though.
You know what? To even take it further past that, just past being supportive, I'm so... this is going to sound ridiculous. I'm so proud of myself that I was able to put myself in my household, which means my wife, my 2 dogs, and my child who will be here, in a position. I didn't have a terrible childhood because I was not like in poverty, but we didn't really have money. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of stuff I couldn't do. I only got new video games like around Christmas time type stuff. You know what I mean? Like and probably like 2 or 3. You had to just wait the whole. If I wanted to play new stuff, I had to go to a friend's house type. But my parents did a damn great job, because as we got older, you know, we obviously lived in a better situation and stuff. But the childhood that my daughter, and that's what happens, right? You start off here, you have children, you get older, you get better jobs, you make more money, and now you're up here. That's just what happens. But
that's the hope. That's the hope.
Well, yes, but where my daughter's going to be starting off, I'm just like, man, like her childhood's going to kick the shit out of mine, and I'm not even like jealous about it. You know, it's like her child's going.
You will be.
You think?
There's this, and part of it for. Thank you, 25th for 20. Bye. Good night.
Yeah. 25th been in the chat. We was gonna read the chats in a sec.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know how you did it. I forget.
Oh yeah, no, ain't no problem. But yeah, no, because look, man, I grew up in the lower Ninth Ward in New Orleans, Louisiana, and after that, I spent my teenage years in Southwest A-Leaf in Houston, Texas. I didn't live in great areas, you know what I mean? Sure. But this little tiny piece of middle of fuck nowhere America, which I will not say on stream, that I live in now, this part of the world I live in now in the middle of nowhere America, but this my neighborhood is like, you know, the openest scroll of like Family Matters or Full House when you just see like the zoom out shot.
Oh yeah, it's a rare condition.
Yeah. And you see all the homes and it's just peace and the sun shining and there and you know what I mean. That's where I live, and the fact that my daughter's going to get to grow up here, I'm like, man, her childhood's going to kick the shit out of mine.
I gotta find it. I literally just sent out a voice message to like all of my friends about me being jealous of my son because he got a Zoomobile at school, and I would have never I don't know how if you like I grew up in group homes and foster homes and shit. Like, none of that. That wasn't in the cards for me. So I'm like jealous that he got to like pet a lemur in like third grade and shit. Like, do you know what that sparks? Even if he can't like speak, he can understand. He can take in information.
And animals are so key. And for you, how does it feel to know that, hey man, like whatever the fuck I did before my son was born, I at least got him to the point where, you know, this is the life he's living now. Like I'm doing good by him.
Oh,
how does that feel for you? Like
I cry sometimes when I think that my son will be nothing like me because he can't be anything like me because he'll never go through the horrors that I went through. Oh, it makes my heart so heavy. I could explode. It's everything I worked for, everything I wanted since I was little and hungry and wanting a family of my own was to make sure that family didn't know anything it felt like to be me. And my wife doesn't know. My kids, God bless, please, will never know. Like, all I can do is keep trying to be better. Like, it's some Rock Lee shit, like, you know what I mean? But not on a physical level, on an emotional level. Being emotionally strong. Level, man. Yeah, you know what? We'll put it on that. I like that better. I think emotional level, it cuts it too much. That's a fact. On a human level.
On a human
being comfortable enough with myself so that my kids are comfortable with themselves. I don't want them to have their big fucking the person they look up to seem self-conscious, like seem like withdrawn. I want them to have something good to look at, something positive, someone who smiles and tells them they love them. You know what I mean? My goal is for my kids to never understand my life so that when I tell them, it hurts more in their teens. Like that's the plan. All right. You got to think to the future.
Never understand your life. That's a hell of a statement. Never understand the life I had. I mean,
and I work for every day.
Wow. Shit, man, that's a heavy statement. But I get exactly what you mean. And by the way, I did not have like I said, I just grew up in the lower Ninth Ward. I was just poor. That's it. I mean, like, not like impoverished, but you know what I mean. But like you know what I mean by poor. You know what I mean. Like
everybody's got their struggles, man. I don't play that game, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, but like because like I look at it now, like I live in like. Not to be like the house I grew up in apartments. My child's not gonna grow up in an apartment. You know, it's when I think about it like that, it's like, wow, what the fuck? Like, What about me?
Yeah.
But you know what? You didn't have it when you was younger, so you create it for yourself in the future. And the funny thing about it is, you don't even create it for yourself. You create it for other people. Like,
Because you don't love yourself enough. If you loved yourself enough, you would do better for you. I'll speak for myself. Sorry, I'm not.
Oh yeah, no.
Talking
I was about to agree with you because I'll tell you what, man. If it was not, I would be perfectly fine. If it was not for my wife and my two dogs and my daughter who is in my wife's belly, I would be so fine, so happy with the income that I make, living like in some one bedroom apartment with like a mattress on the floor, as long as I got a TV, a computer, and my PlayStation, and I'll have some chili dogs in the refrigerator. And I'll order some pizza on the weekends. I'll be so happy. Like I'll be so happy living that way. My wife would not be happy.
Like honestly, I genuinely don't believe that women can understand. Let me move this real quick.
He's right though. They do not understand you. I need very little to be happy. Oh, but if you're talking, I can't hear you. We're having some technical difficulties, people, here on the Soulcast. Give us one brief moment of.
That shit me, Jack.
Okay, now he's back. We got him back. I couldn't.
All right. So, what were you saying? I got kicked out of my brain.
I was saying, you were saying you don't think women will understand how simplistically, like
how easy it would be for men to live like that. Like, it's fucked up. But the truth is, living like that, there's more occasions that we would have people over for video games than we would have friends over when we have our wife and kid and stuff. Like, God knows
they'll just come crash at the pad all day. We play some games, drink some beer, watch some pro wrestling. Just
doesn't even matter what it is.
Watch some anime, yeah, bro. Oh man, I miss living at. Oh man, being a 20-something-year-old
all the time. The first time I watched the movie Lucky Number 11, it was me and like 13 people on 2 couches. Now, mind you, we weren't all on couches, but there was definitely more people on couches than should have been on couches. But we were like just stoned as shit, but enraptured by this fucking movie.
Right? And man.
And it's just one example of hundreds of things that
my life is a testament.
Ever happen for you again.
And you know what? My life is a testament to something I've heard someone say before, and like the older I get, the more I realize it's true. But youth is wasted on the young, man, because we just bullshitted away. But we have the time of our lives doing it, just partying, getting drunk, just playing video games, just not doing shit with our lives. From like 21 to like 25, 26, we just don't do shit with our lives.
The fucked up thing is, not everybody lives like that, and it blows my mind. Some people are like, "Oh, I really want to be a veterinarian," and by 25 or 26, they're like gutting full-grown zebras and putting hernias out and doing all sorts of surgical shit, and you're just like, I can drink a full bottle of Jaeger. You know what I mean? Right? Like, you got shit to show for it, and like, if you don't have a friend like that or two, I feel sorry for you.
But you know what though? I love the fact that those people do have, like, those people. There are people who do live their life that way, and they're like, I'm going to be dedicated to a craft. I'm going to devote my whole life to this. And they don't even do that for like, oh, because I want to make this much money. They do it because, no, this is what I actually want to do. And I'm glad we live in a world where you can do that. Like, and so for whatever my daughter wants to do, I realized I want to help facilitate it. Whatever it is, whatever passion she has, I'm not going to want to encourage her to just pick stuff up and drop it. I don't think I'm going to want to do that. But, I was like, hey, look, if you wanted to do this, at least do it for the rest of the school year, like, and see it through to the end. But anything she comes, you want to play the fucking saxophone? All right, cool, let's go. Let's get you some classes. You want to be a ballerina? Cool, let's go do that. You want to play fucking rugby? Okay, I don't know if there's much of a future in that.
Let's hit the gym before we play some rugby. They are not going to be gentle.
But I'm just grateful for the opportunity to do that, and I wanted to speak to you about that. The opportunity to help facilitate. Because look, your life is what it is. Whatever happened for you happened to you, but help facilitating their dreams is. I want to talk to you about that. Like, what does that mean to you?
Facilitating their dreams is easier said than done. Because as a parent, the first thing you have to learn to do, at least I'll speak for myself, because like I said, my first son Ed was like severely autistic, very special needs. You need to get past your ego, because what your child thinks and feels won't be tainted by that at all. And everything that your ego touches for you separates you from the purity of like your child's thought process.
Okay.
And so you have to put aside like any idea of want. And sometimes it's just to be, like, especially with young kids. The idea is just to sit there and let like I did hundreds of hours of just skin on skin, like the baby just in a diaper with like the little cloth over top, me without a shirt on, like straight up bonding, because that's how it used to be. That's what the human body is programmed to like learn and assess and like essentially sync with the other person's bioelectric rhythm. I could break it down scientifically or spiritually.
Yeah, we could get into the nerd shit, but let's keep it on the parent shit. But we can get into
but that's what you have to do. Like that's what I was driven to do, because I want to connect with my son in a way. Even today, while I'll sit and he'll like lean against me and like I'll fucking take my shirt off and I'll like let like just our arms and stuff. It's not the same as like when he was a baby, but he still feels that I'm there. He still remembers that connection.
It's so funny you say that, because a core memory to this day, something that comforts me. I just think of all the times when I'm gonna go over to my dad's house over the weekend, and we'll just be on the couch. He'll be sitting down, and my dad had a big old belly, and I just be laying on him while we like watching Transformers or some shit. And to this day, it's such a soothing, warm memory sensation for me.
And
so.
Yeah,
but you know about Sophus to say some shit like that.
Yeah, see, the most open your soul's ever gonna be, baby, because we're talking about a kind of love you can.
After this is over, by the way, it's back to the nonsense. Once I start streaming,
back to the nonsense, back to the bullshit, and that's okay. But like, as long as you understand in this moment and take these lessons to your daughter, who gives a fuck what Soulfist says?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's who she's gonna need. And all you have to do is love is both true and the biggest lie you can tell, because you have to love somebody more than yourself in a way that, like I said, completely puts your own ego and how you feel aside. Like, and then,
but you know what, man? I feel like I felt that through marriage too, though.
Also true, yeah. But that's with a more sentient being. That's with a rational human being you can talk and reason with. Again, this is a lump of barely made flesh. Like this thing's fresh out the oven, still warm even. You know what I mean? Oh, shit, black poop. I don't know if anybody told you about this yet, but when the baby first gets born, it's gonna poop black tar. And I thought my son, I screamed for a nurse, like at like 3 in the fucking morning, like my baby was dying, and got laughed at. Because I was like, that's not poop. What's that? Like, and the nurse was like, she was so nice. She was kind about it. Like,
I love old ladies. They're so nice. Oh, the old ladies are so nice.
Yeah, she was easily kicking them 70s around, but she was so wonderful about it. She was
no,
so
honey,
nice.
Sweetie, no.
Hey, calm down.
Thank you for saving me from that embarrassment. So,
oh my God, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it. if this is about preparing you for that, that is the best I can do for that.
You know what's so funny though? How well my family how well my family knows me because we just had a baby shower and I was I was with my family, we was talking, and then someone said, I think my dad said something was like, oh such and such. She was like, oh you finally gonna cry when your baby born, you gonna cry. And like both my wife and my mom looked at each other. They was like, nah.
It may not be when they're born, but you're gonna have a moment where your wife is asleep, your baby's asleep on you. You know what I mean? It's just you and her in a room so the mama can sleep, the baby, you finally got her to sleep, and you're gonna settle, and there's gonna be this moment of purity where you're going to wish that you could just bubble yourself up for all of eternity and hold that particular moment in your heart forever. And that moment is what you're gonna hear every time they scream bloody murder in a way that rattles your brain and makes you want to pull out your own eyes. You're going to live that moment again. And that's how babies survive infancy, scientifically speaking.
Okay. Okay,
but
so
it's the truth. Like, it's the truth. It's going to be the most beautiful, pure moment you will ever experience, and you will bawl your fucking eyes out. Just at the depth of love that you never thought you could feel for another entity. Not your dogs, not your wife. I had them too before I had kids. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, the depth of love you feel for a child is terrifying.
You just have to experience it, huh?
I can't. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Like, you're going to be scared of how much you love this thing that you can't ever always 100% protect, because life is like that. What happens if an engine falls out of a plane? You gonna fucking catch it?
Yeah.
You're gonna catch it in the face. Y'all gonna die together. That's how that works. Like,
I'll do. But you know what? You have a good point. What if some shit you can't handle comes out of nowhere? That'll terrify me. It really would. But I tell you what, I'm gonna do everything I can. I'm already doing that. I'm gonna continue to do it. I'm putting my family in a position where my child deserves a childhood, like actual childhood, not that fucked up shit we had. Everybody born in the 90s, that shit that we call childhood. But it was just like it is what it is. Shit just happened. Like fucking, it's the 90s. Things was fucked up. Then September 11 happened. And then in 2005, Hurricane Katrina happened. And I got kicked out of New Orleans at the age of like 9 or 10 or something.
Yeah,
I didn't even get. I got kicked out. I got kicked out of New Orleans by nature. You
can't even argue. You can't even put in an invoice with nature. Like, that's
right. So I'm just thinking, my daughter deserves to just live. I'll go from 0 to 18, and if I'm telling you, if she grows up to be just the most bratty, spoiled little pampered prince, my daddy said, if she grows up to be that, I don't care. You could blame me. You could blame me. I don't care.
Be daddy's girl. There's some Papa's boys right here. Like, that's like, oh, I got a phrase that stick with it now, just because I remembered it and I'll forget later. But you're brave if you start. You're strong if you finish. You're a champion if you win.
Okay.
I
like that.
That's what I say to my boys. That's what I should say just to my kids, but I'm so used to saying my boys. Yeah. But like, I believe every child should hear something like that.
Bro, Vallen, man, you're so lucky, man. You have sons. Like, I'll tell you, there is nothing like a grown man's realization of how much he loves his dad. There's nothing like that, and I got that after my father passed, unfortunately, because I always knew I loved my dad. I always knew I loved him, but the level to which I loved him, how much of me comes from him, like the fact that I even like comic books in the first or Star Wars. Where did I get all of that from? It's just like the level of just like how much when I realize, and I think back to moments like even in Dragon Ball when Gohan told Bojack, "I am my father's son." I see that scene now. That hits me so hard. I'm just like, man.
There's so that's I can't really speak to that one in particular, but I hope.
Damn.
I hope. Well, I mean, you got to know your parents to like.
Yeah. Man, yeah, you're right.
What I
Let's
want,
see what your sons know. You
what
know,
I want for him. That's what I'm saying. But that right there, I can't dictate when he figures it out. I can only hope that he does. You know what I mean? And I think any father will be just glad that at some point their son, their child, realized how much they loved them, even if they're not there to feel it, because that's something that the child needs to feel, not the parent. The parent knows how much you love. The parent loves you how much you love him, and unconditionally. It's not for him to figure out. It's for you to understand. And the fact that, and like just between you and me, like bro to bro, the fact that your father left you that gives you this thing that you can pass on to your kids. Like, you know what it takes to build a loving relationship with your kids.
Yeah.
You can do as your father has done so that your kids love you too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that is a treasure that really can't even be quantified. Like a loving relationship,
man.
Exactly.
It's so
a loving
priceless.
relationship. Does that shit exist? The idea of family in America has been denigrated and destroyed over the past 75 years in so many.
I'm so pro marriage. Go get married. Ways. Go fall in love. Go. All you young, any youngin watching this stream. I'll go in my unk mode for a second. Go sit your ass down. Go sit the fuck down. Get married and have some babies. It's just like, trust me. Just go do it. But they're not going to. But you know,
you see, no, I disagree with that. I'm gonna disagree. I agree that if that's something that you want to go do that, but if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Don't have kids just to have kids, man. Too many.
No, don't do it just to do it. Yeah.
Like too many. And if you don't want to have kids because you don't want your body to get fucked up or whatever, that's cool too. You can be selfish. There's tons of kids in orphanages that need love, baby. All right, you can adopt.
Yeah.
Okay. Trust me, we fucked up, but like we pan out in the end. Like you just gotta learn that love is hard.
Yeah.
And it's different when you don't have that skin-to-skin contact I was talking about and those memories that keep you from murdering babies. That's scientifically what they do. And like when you don't have that, like you have no idea how many times I've seen kids come back after 2 or 3 months at a forever home. Like it is a devastating truth that people don't talk about.
That's such a I hate the fact that there is a product of kids who were born by parents who ultimately obviously there's sometimes something bad happens to the parents. There's nothing you can do about it. But there's kids who are just born by parents who really shouldn't, or they didn't want to. They did not want to be
ass people, yeah.
Yeah, just some shit people for that, and the child had to be taken away from them, unfortunately. But I couldn't. I just the fact that you survived that upbringing, we see. Let's just keep it real talk. Most people probably have never met or spoken to an orphan. Probably.
Most people in my position aren't as open about it, and part of that is because, like, I'm part of 3%. There's 3% of people who grew up the way I did that make it to 35 without being in jail or dead, let alone 40. You know what I mean? Like, there is a very small margin. And I'll say I'm lucky that I learned from very good criminals early on.
Hey, no, talk about it. I mean, well, no, wait, don't.
I knew what you meant. I ain't gonna say nothing to nobody. But I had good examples of what not to do and what to do very early on. So I was able to do what I needed to do and maintain a low enough profile while doing it.
But you know what? I could tell or maybe you've had some awakening, like from like a phoenix from ashes. Maybe it's a whole new Vallen that I know and I've never met an old Vallen. But I can't see you being the type of person that do anything with malice in your heart. I just don't see that like as a possibility.
Oh, that's the difference. It's not malice. I don't do anything with malice. But if I have a job to do, if I'm getting paid to do something,
it's go time then.
To do. Like, it ain't about me and it ain't about you. It's about services rendered, baby.
Yeah. I'm familiar with them. Let me not talk about my past. I
believe everybody's done something that they're not proud of. However,
I will tell you this though. You know what? I'm glad you're about to go on that path because let me just say this. For whatever the hell the reason is, in the area I grew up in, you are going to eventually find yourself in a situation that's, let's just say, is shady, and it was going to happen a lot once you became. It was going to happen more often once you became a teenager, and I always thought as my goal is to just try to get as far away from these scenarios and these events as I possibly can. The older I get, and that was a focus of mine. It was truly a focus of mine because but it was also kind of hard because I like to smoke weed, so I need to go to certain parts of the city to get it and get in and build relationships with certain types of people, and so I have to navigate a certain part of the
kids these days. They really won't. They can't respect. Are you talking about now or then?
No, I'm talking about like in the past. You know, you have to. If you wanted weed in 2012, you know, you had to go find it. You know.
You had to wait for a dude for 6 hours in a parking lot because he was right around the corner the whole time. You know what I mean? Like I'll be right there, bro. Damn, and you're like, I should not have to waste a whole day to get a dub. I'm about to fight.
You gotta build relationships with people you really shouldn't be building relationships with, and sometimes you can find a really dope plug. Like he's just a cool dude, got a wife, kid.
I had one. Turned out to be one of my best friends too. Like a solid fucking dude, just putting himself through college.
But there's a lot of times you have relationships with dudes that sometimes you might find yourself, let's say you find yourself hypothetically in a situation where you have to follow a guy somewhere so he could go get something, so he could go get the weed that he told you he would sell you. You know what? I would love to teach my daughter just to be wary of certain characters out there, just to have a good judge of character and to make better decisions than I did when I was growing up. And if I had a son, I'll tell him the exact same thing, but I'll tell him be more cautious because you don't want to find yourself in a situation you got to kind of fight your way out of when you really didn't want to begin with.
One of my golden rules: never go to a second location for something that should have been done at the first.
See, I wish somebody would have told me that.
I learned that shit the hard way. I got I learned that one the hard way. I'll tell you that right now. All right. Not every lesson comes from a book.
Well, the book of life.
Sure. Oh, that bitch,
you know what?
Hardcover.
It's something my dad will always say, and it's something I keep. There's something he will always say. You don't gotta listen to me, but time will teach you.
Every time.
You don't gotta listen to, and as the older I get, I found myself saying that to people. You don't got time to teach you. No, like I've seen this thing that's about to happen. I'm telling you what's going to happen. You don't gotta listen to me.
Oh, I'm going to tell my kids the same thing I tell my wife when I know I'm right and she doesn't believe me. I'm okay with being proven right. She hates it, but in like every time, like 4 months, 5 months later, I'll just like send her an article or some shit, and she'll be like, "I fucking hate you." I'm like,
that's the most sauce. That statement has so much sauce on it. I'm okay with being proven right. That's a saucy statement. That
yeah, she hates it. She fucking hates it. My wife definitely. I don't want to say, hey, I use that word way too frivolously, but she does not like when we get into like arguments because my word choices throw her so much. Like, because her like space, I believe everybody got a little space on the spectrum. Yeah. Now, especially since my kid's been born, I've done my research and stuff like that. It's just the spectrum's so gigantic now that like everybody's got like, oh, you remember all of the stats from 40 years of baseball? Yeah, that's autism. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's nice. That's cool. Super dope. Go LeBron. That's autism.
You're right.
So, and that's fine. That's fine. It's the same as you remembering every fucking word that Spock says in Star Trek. That's autism too. All right, they're the same. Everybody should learn that we're all in this little fucking thing together.
Right. It's just as long as your freak match my freak, you know.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Don't try not. My thing now is I try not to yuck anybody's yum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, of course.
That's the thing I try to live
my
by.
My wife outright amuses me. I think she's actually insane. Like
She's a woman, so. Yeah.
Well, no, even like beyond. I mean, just like sometimes I don't know because Mama, she's so brilliant, she's so intelligent, she's so good with numbers. She's also really, really rational. But then she also she'll I don't know. She'll be like, "Oh my god, I can't even like." You ever like what's this thing that women do when they like want to be like super aggressive toward things they find cute?
Oh, Elvira or Elmira. Like,
yeah,
I want to love you and hug you and remember from Animaniacs. I think they saw that growing up and were like, oh, that's acceptable behavior. And nobody told them no because they thought it was cute. But like now it's a problem because they're full-blown adults out here like crushing kitten spines and shit.
Right. And my wife also has this obsession. She tells me how she can't wait to make her baby chunky. And I'm like, well, baby, being overweight is not like good for you. She's like, oh yeah, no, we're not gonna have no fat child, but we're gonna have a chunky baby. I was like, wait, no, you can't just.
She's right. She's right. You're gonna have a chunky baby, but you might not have a fat child.
No, I get it, but like
oh my god, my second was a chunky baby.
But she wants to intentionally. I was like, "What if we don't have a chunky baby?" She's like, "I'm gonna make it a baby chunky." I was like, "No, what are you talking about? You can't just."
All right, that's a different vibe.
That's a different vibe.
I'm like, what?
No, but it's just like it. She's so amusing, man. I can't wait to do this whole thing with. Man, you already did it twice. But I can't wait, man. First time go to do this whole thing with her. I can't wait to see what my daughter's personality going to be like. I'm super. Are you
going to deliver it yourself, or are you going to try?
No, I'm going to pay people to do that for me. I'm going. Just like I am bougie now, and my daughter would know nothing else. She would not know the hard knock life that Soul had when he was coming up. Now we are bougie. We live in middle of fuck nowhere America.
Nothing's going to beat being able to tell my son I pulled him into this world. You know what I mean? I delivered my first.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, a doctor was not showing up in time, taking this fucking sweet ass time, and I was up in that bitch like this, and there was like midwives around. I'm not saying I was alone or nothing in like an elevator or some shit. And the midwife was like, "You trying to help?" I was like, "Put me in, doc." Like, whoosh. I was ready, and they were like, "You just have to do this." They helped me get like the head out, and then an arm, and then I just put my finger under the arm on the other side, and just pop. Like that, I was the first person in this fucking world to hold my baby.
Man,
you understand that?
Yeah, man.
The
person in the world, the first being to ever touch your baby.
I can't say that for myself.
Well, besides your wife, because they came from outside your wife.
That don't count. He was in a sack. There's a whole placenta thing. Like you got to read up, Jack. That don't count. There's a line. There's like a whole separate
Can't take it from you. Can't take it. No.
You can't. No. I'm refused. I'll fight for that. I'll die on that.
Man, that's dope, man. Well,
it's honestly best thing in my entire life. I was going to deliver the second, but it was during COVID, and there was so many.
Yeah.
Like
if I'm there, I'm gonna be in a hospital. I mean, if they give me the opportunity, yeah, sure. But I also don't want to fuck it up. So like I don't know.
Honestly, I wasn't even I was just so in
the zone, right?
The thing, we had one thing we did have was I don't like it. It wasn't my call, but I'm glad it was made. You know what I mean? My wife chose to get a doula. Yeah, you would have needed to have one for like 3 or 4 or 5 months by now. But basically, it's like your own personal shaman for the baby.
Okay.
But it like medicine woman / like birth
like
coach.
A nurse?
Yeah. Sometimes they're nurses, but a lot of times it's fucking hooey. Like I'm not. You know what? No, I don't want to say that. It's not.
Oh, I get it. It's like crystals and chakras and
yeah, but also, the
okay.
person after there was some aftercare. He left like a bundle of stuff to make a soup recipe that was like super high in iron and potassium, like naturally and really healthy.
Right. Yeah, herbs and shit.
Yeah. To make this really like hearty stew for her to eat for like the next week to really keep herself in production and help with milk flow and shit like that. Like, it was while I was delivering my son, he was giving her acupressure, with the and so that
if you like it, I love it.
I did not make, like I said, I did not make these decisions. I lived with these decisions, and I found my silver lining, and I delivered my son. You know what I mean? Like that is honestly, I'm so proud to tell that story. I'll drop it at the time. Like,
let the record.
Like, you delivered a pizza. I delivered my son.
Let the record show that once again, Vallen did not make these decisions.
Did I say that enough? Did I say it as many times as I need it?
But he's glad he lived through these decisions, you know.
Honestly, because he was helping her stay calm, and like I would have been like holding her hand, like talking to her face to face. If he wasn't there, I would have never had the chance to. She would have stayed in like a bad situation longer, honestly, because the doctor wasn't there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So everything happens for a reason. God works all things for good. My child was born healthy. My child was born happy. Me and my wife did so good the first time. We were like, let's do it again.
So give me a rundown, man. So you got the baby home. Well, first baby's born. I think he spent another day or two in the hospital.
And then, oh, baby. It depends on the hospital and if you have any insurance, how fast they want you out. Is your wife black or white? Like, that's like, we being honest, right? Because statistically, black women have shorter maternity stays than white women.
I actually kind of want to just leave the second I get the baby. So I hope that
you think that until you realize how much stuff needs to be done to make sure that the baby's okay.
Okay, like, well, yeah. All right.
Yeah. Give it the night. I'm saying let them stay as long as you can. Oh my God, I must have spent like I must have fallen asleep for like 40 minutes in a shower with a bench in it after it was all said and done. Like, Beth was asleep, the baby was in the crib, everybody, like, and I just like had time to. I had to fall. It was one of those hospital showers with the old person seat. Dude, I was slumped. I just.
with the water falling down.
Oh yeah, it was such a good sleep though. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was nice. That nurse to come in like, are you okay? Huh? Yeah, no, I was just getting out.
I'm laughing, but I'm about to be next.
Right? Because it.
Oh, that's it. Me too.
If you care, the way you look like you care, the way you light up when you talk about it, the way your eyes get that shine when you speak about your wife, if you care the way you look like you care, you're not going to sleep for 2 or 3 days either. You're going to be up with your wife. It really depends on when it goes. If you're lucky, it'll happen like 5 or 6 in the morning. You'll have the baby at like 10 or 12. You know what I mean? You'll have a full day to fucking stay in there,
right.
A full night to stay in there, and they'll most likely kick you the fuck out the next morning. You know what I mean? Like, well, the baby seems fine. He's breathing. He's got his blood in there and stuff. So,
right? Yeah, it's blinking.
Right? So,
get out. Yeah, that's fine. But because you know what, I can't wait to be home with me, my wife, and my daughter, and my dogs, and my family. I did it. I win. Like, it's like,
that first few months where I don't even want to say, I think it was like a month and a half, really, but it feels longer. Where, yeah, it's going to be hard because the baby doesn't sleep, but if you don't sleep, it's just going to be regular for you, like it was for me. You know what I mean? So you just get to have like life shifts. You'll be like you and your wife might be a little ships in the night kind of thing, because at some point your body will shut down because you're giving your energy to this other being. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's just how it works. And while that happens, your wife's, you're going to be the one to take over and things like that. And you're going to kind of, when she starts to shut down, you're going to be the one that's like, okay, now I'm up and taking care of everything. And there's going to be a lot of trading back and forth, but all it's going to do is be hard on you, but create stability for the child, which is like the paramount thing in my opinion. Like, I'm not a big cry it out person. I don't believe in just letting them scream in the crib. I don't want my child to, and this is my own thing. Like, I never want my kid to feel like they don't have someone that loves them. That's one of my big things. You know what I mean? For obvious reasons. So I just couldn't do that. So I would just stay out. I have my own bounce, my own little dance with the buddy, little figure eight with the shoulders.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you create your own little
Vallen shuffle.
That's right. The little papa pat that you're going to get, which is going to be harder than you think. You think you're going to be all like that to the baby, but you're going to be like, and you're going to hate yourself every time that it feels good and it helps the baby. They don't give a fuck. They're a pile of mush. Like, it's fucked up to say, but they don't have formed bones.
Right.
You understand? Like, they are piles of mush that learn to demushify over time if given proper nutrients.
He don't give a fuck. Yeah, I feel you.
So, yeah, and getting home, honestly, you'll never have a scarier drive home than when you're that first drive home.
Oh man, tell me about it. I'm thinking about it right now.
It's gonna be so. I did the drive like 3 or 4 times. I was familiar with it. Like, I could do the damn thing blindfolded. Like, if I really needed to, I was really confident. I'm not a confident driver as a person because I have a physical tick that like I can control, but it hurts me to do it.
Right. So
I would do that for my child, but I can't do it for other things. And sometimes talking about it brings it up. But so that's why one of the reasons I'm not like really confident driving all the time. But I got confident on that, Jack. I could drive that shit like Tom Petty. Like, that's, again, I watch a lot of Cars, children's movies.
Man, what was it like that first? Well, you just kind of just went over it. What was it like? But like, just that kind of like first moment when you see like, oh, this motherfucker's crawling. You know what I mean? Like,
honestly, it's not. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna just look over and the baby's crawling. There's going to be days, weeks where you got the baby, you're doing tummy time, and you're like, hey, buddy, why don't you get the fuck over here? Come on, just a little, just a little. And you're going to like army crawl around your baby, trying to show him what to do. You know what I mean? Like, right. Go full fucking Muppet, trying to get your kid to be able to move around with you.
Trying to get him to understand. Put the one left leg, right leg.
And I didn't know this, but apparently, like, skipping like this part of crawling, the bear walk part, if your kid goes from like just to walking from laying down, like just has that, doesn't do, there's a part of the brain that doesn't develop right. So every step, every part of it matters, even if your baby is going beyond what they think they should. You know what I mean? Like, it's good to be like reward that, but also get them to do the other thing.
The crawling too.
And that's not just with crawling. That's
all the little things.
Yeah. And I tried not to, but like I was, oh God, there's so many markers for growth between like 0 and 5 or 6. That well, I wouldn't even say that. We'll just say between 0 and 1. You know what I mean? They should be doing this by 6 weeks, this by 9 months, this by 14, this, and like when they're not doing it on the like. I'm not. It's not that I'm a perfectionist. It's just that you want so much, and we didn't have the diagnosis for Okanishin, so we didn't understand that he was going to be different. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you want so much for your kid, for lack of a better term, to be normal.
Yeah.
But you're using that in place of have an easy life. Like that's what you want, and you know that there are other challenges. You know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah.
So when you just don't want there to be compounding challenges. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I cried like a fucking baby when we got the information, and I blame myself for everything I did and didn't do and all sorts of shit.
Oh damn, that's messed. Man, how would that be your fault? Or in any way?
It's not. It took me a while to get there, but
yeah.
Trust me, there will be times when like you're just so angry at the baby that you yell. Like even if it's just a roar, you're just like stop. Like just Killian. Oh, especially with Killian. Killian. Even my friends knew like that's the world's angriest baby. Okay, like that's just what that's his regular. That's just his regular. That's his regular.
Right.
Like yeah, like that's his 5. That's his normal. Oh my god. Like that's how it is. That was with my second. Like even now he goes from 0 to 600 like that. Like I forget the point of that. I think I'm bragging.
Nah, man, you just ripped him about being a dad and that was the whole purpose of this conversation, man. One, it was a bit of a catch up, but 2, it was just to hear some stories, to get some warnings, to get some advice.
The best thing you can do, especially now, and I don't know how ready you are or whatever, but the more prepared you are for the first night, like I'm gonna get your autograph and I'm gonna send you a bunch of like infant fucking diapers and shit because you can never have too many. I promise.
Okay.
Like that's the best thing I can do for you because a lot of people are gonna send you diapers and they may not like I don't know who's gonna send you what, but I'm gonna make sure that your baby's ass is clean as possible. That's my goal. All right. That's the best I could do.
That's all love, man. Though, unfortunately, no, man. It's I have to be somewhere by 9 o'clock. I have a previous engagement.
I took this whole thing.
No.
Let me say a couple of things before we go.
Of course, no. I just want to let the stream know. I gotta go run somewhere. It's about 8:30. I gotta be there in about 30 minutes. So we're gonna wrap the stream up. This will not be the last time I'll live stream. Hey, I'm planning on bringing the Soulcast back sometime soon. When I do, if I shoot you a text to see if you'll be around. You said something you'll be interested in?
Yeah, of course. I'm always here for you, buddy.
All right.
I got you back like a butt crack. You know that.
Well, then, before we wrap this up, as always, whenever Vallen is in the stream, but you gotta send us off on one of your soliloquies of knowledge and just all these other great things you bestowed upon us over the years. The master of words, Captain Vallen.
But first things first. Don't even think of getting anything permanent for your baby. Mm-hmm. Not because of any impermanence of the baby, but because what they needed in 1 week, they will not touch in the second. You know what I mean? Clothes are going to be such a big thing that they go through. Like onesies are going to be your best friend. I'm gonna send you a bunch of those. What else? We'll talk about when I get information, that thing. But the more you prep in advance is adversely how much time you and your wife are going to have to focus on your daughter without stress interrupting as much. There's always going to be stress. You can't get rid of that. But the more you prepare, like even you and your wife just kind of sitting down and talking about, so what do we want to do with our day when we have it? Like, so you can plan it out. Like we can do this. Like if it's only 2 months away, that means you can schedule 3 months ahead. You know what I mean? Like, so do we want to go? We can plan to go for walks. You know what I mean? You just got to communicate with your wife about what she wants. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of time where she just wants to like chill and rest and like let her body heal. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I don't know how much to say because there's gonna no, there's like like just thinking about the stuff my wife went through. Like, there's so much stuff you can do to help her in particular. Because like, oh.
And I'm here for all that, man, bro. Because we definitely gonna be texting back and forth. If we ever can hop on the phone call, we're gonna be streaming and stuff. We're gonna especially we gonna this is the new arc. This is I'll be the Soul Father.
Soul Father. I was gonna rebrand to Papa Vallen anyway.
It's a new arc, man.
It is.
And you know what?
But
I speak into the future because you started the stream off by saying something. Is that the core family unit has been so devalued in today's society. Obviously, yes, if you're not ready, you don't want to, don't just go have kids and stuff like that. Sure, no, but like I just think people should start to value that more. Because there's nothing like it's the purest form of love you'll ever experience in this world so far. And my unit's not even fully complete yet, but I can just feel it. It's just like the purest form of love. And I just speak into the generation that the next generation of men, these Zoomers, as they get older, they'll hunker down and get married, and we just get rid of this toxic hookup culture we got right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just hope so, at least.
Yeah, to piggyback off that real quick, I think what we need as a society, as men, to be brave enough to be vulnerable with women that have earned it, to build something that it has a foundation, and that takes true courage, especially when it comes to the act of fatherhood. There's nothing scarier you'll ever face in your entire life than the responsibility for another human that you want to excel, that you want to be healthy in a world where everything poisons them. Yeah. Everything. You know what I mean? Like, it's being bombarded by all sides by love you can't ever comprehend, and fear that something could take that love away.
Yeah.
And it can be crippling. It can be honestly, there was times like I didn't go outside for like a month because I was scared, because I've never had that kind of love. I didn't have parents. It was just so overwhelming. But I did the work, because when it all comes down to it, a good father just does what their kid needs, not what they need for themselves. And as long as you remember that,
yeah,
you'll be on the right path.
Damn, you see, he just did it again. he just did the thing. Oh man,
I'm a little rusty, but I think I still got it.
Yeah, and we almost went an hour and a half too. I didn't even expect to go that long. So
we did it, man.
That's actually pretty damn crazy. We gotta do this again. But the next time it'll be more fun. We'll watch some trailers of shit. We'll react to some viral clips and stuff, and it'll be more fun. Y'all, this is the one. This might be the only time y'all will ever see me be.
It's not. If he's gonna be talking with me, I'm gonna be talking about my kids. And in 2 months, he's only gonna be talking about his kid. You know what I mean? Like, fuck out of here. Oh, I'm so good, bro. Your baby's gonna come. You're gonna be like, I fucking love this baby. Like, don't fight it. Don't fight it. Because if you fight it, you're trying to love your child less.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, drop that bomb on you.
All right, y'all. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Thank you, everybody who's watching the recording on the channel. Vallen, thank you so much for coming through, man.
Always,
I had a dope conversation, which can't have to wait to have more. As always, as you know, this is your boy Soul Fist. Hell Hydra, everybody. Thank you for coming through the stream.
Peace.